graders, it's Mrs. Tremblay. We're gonna go through the rest of your cultural regions in your social studies packet. So you need your social studies packets. Open up to page 5. We're gonna look at 3.6, 3.7, and 3.8 and just make sure we have all of the correct information down. If you made any errors, go ahead and erase to fix it. You don't have to use a checking pen or anything like that. And if you wanted to add some artifacts to it, you can. I know you might have some extras, but you'll see when we get there. So first off, section 3.6, the Native Americans of the Great Plains region. On your map, you should have colored the Great Plains region blue. I don't know if you noticed, this is a very, very large region. So right in the center of your map, the Great Plains. It says that it covered a huge area from the Rocky Mountains to the Mississippi River Valley. From north to south, it stretched from Canada to Texas. So up here, I know we don't see up here, but this is Canada, and right down here, this is Texas. So all the way from Canada to Texas means from the top of the United States all the way down to the bottom. The Cheyenne, Pawnee, Comanche, and Sioux tribes lived there. This region had hot summers and cold winters, just like us. There were not many trees, but large grasslands were home to many grazing animals. That just means animals that eat grass. So because it was a grassland, a lot of grasslands, they had grazing animals like antelope, deer, bears, and buffalo. All right, so time for some possible artifacts. And again, you might have some more things listed on here. I listed some of the main ones, but you could have pulled some more out from the text. But you should have buffalo hide teepees. And basically that's like kind of the skin of the buffalo. They used that and stretched it and dried it out to make their teepees, their homes from it. They also made blankets and shields from the buffalo hide as well. So they adapted to their environment by using the resources that were there. All right, moving on to 3.7, and just in case, remember that you can pause me. So if you needed to make quite a few changes and you're trying to hurry up and get them all changed, remember you can press pause, or you can go back, get all the words that you needed to. I tried to make sure that you could see my whole page, but that's something you can do. All right, next, 3.7, we have the Native Americans of the Eastern Woodlands region. So the Eastern Woodlands region is right here. Hopefully you recognize, hey, that's us. This is Michigan. Here are the Great Lakes around it. But yeah, we're part of the Eastern Woodlands region. This cultural region extended from the Mississippi River to the Atlantic Ocean. It ran from the Great Lakes to the Ohio Valley. Now maybe you're thinking, well, that last one said it extended from the Mississippi River as well. Like, how is that possible? Well, maybe you can see on your map, take a look. The Eastern Woodlands and the Great Plains, they bump right up next to one another. Okay, so they border each other. So they share that Mississippi River. And we've got, for us, the Atlantic Ocean over here. This region had 4 distinct seasons. We know that in Michigan, right? Fall, winter, spring, and summer. We have a lot of forests in this region, and the forests were home to animals such as turkeys, deer, and beavers. The rich woodland forests included, there were several different kinds of trees. We have birch, oak, and maple trees. In this region, the Algonquin tribes found materials for houses. So the Algonquin tribes that was their home. Some possible artifacts that you could have listed. We have wigwams that are made from those birch trees. So wigwams that was a type of house they made. Deer hide clothing. Yup, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what they used. They dried the skin out, and that served as clothing. Capes made from wild turkey feathers, and they also had canoes. Those are some possible artifacts you could have listed, and you can have more than that, but please make sure you include the ones I have listed. All right, turn your page. On our last section here, we have the Native Americans of the Southeast region. So we already had the Southwest region, and the Southwest is located south and then west. And yes, it makes sense that Southeast is located south and to the east. So right here, this is my favorite state, other than Michigan, of course, is right here, Florida. That's where I like to travel when it gets super cold. All right, so this cultural region extends from south of the Ohio Valley to the Gulf of Mexico. It reached from Texas to the Atlantic Ocean. This territory included river valleys, mountains, coastal plains, and swamps. The weather was usually hot, especially in the summer. I don't like to go to Florida in the summertime. I like to go in the winter time because, yes, the summers are usually pretty hot. This region was home to animals like deer, fish, alligators and snakes. The swamps are going to have alligators and snakes, it's true. And probably a lot of other wildlife that I would not want to spend time with. The Seminole tribe lived in this region. And now for the possible artifacts. Again, you can have some more added to this than I have. I didn't include every single one that I read. I just pulled out as many as I could find on my first or second read through. But make sure you add these to your list if you don't have them. So they built homes on wooden platforms. They also left behind wooden posts, leggings made of deer hides, I know what's on my Christmas wish list, and flat-bottomed canoes. So hopefully you're all caught up. You've got a packet filled with correct answers. Don't get rid of this packet just yet. I have an idea as to how you can submit this to me, but I'm still playing with Schoology a little bit to see if it will work, and I will let you know soon. So again, keep this in your social studies folder. Do not get rid of it. Thanks for watching.